10 affordable Dubai dupes for summer. Let's talk about it. Hello, my name is Dixon Dias and you are watching Smelly Cat. Hope you've had a good day so far. If you're new here, I mostly do reviews on Middle Eastern fragrances, budget alternatives, dupes and hidden gems. So if you're interested in content like that, do consider subscribing. I'm also so close to 50,000 subscribers now that, we might as well be sharing a toothbrush. Alright, what has made the list today? So first of all, affordable fragrances. All of them in the list are around that $30 to $40 mark, and they need to do justice to the fragrance that they're inspired by in some way or the other, either in terms of performance, in how close it is to the original scent profile, or just value for money. In some way or the other, it has to do justice to the original scent. And finally, they need to be from the UAE. I know, the thumbnail and the title says Dubai dupes, but 10 summer dupes from Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Sharjah, Ajman, Ras Al Khaimah, Al Quwain, Fujairah just doesn't have the same ring to it, right? And most of these factories, and most of these fragrances will have factories set up somewhere in the other city or emirate, but their main presence is in Dubai anyways. Number 1, Arabica Prestige Rais. This, to my nose, is a take on Acqua di Gio Profondo with a Middle Eastern twist in it. First of all, beautiful 180 ml bottle with amazing detailing on it. Launched at around 120 dirhams, which is roughly around $32. This makes it great value for money. This is fresh with a balanced sweetness in the opening. Does definitely have that mineral metallic feel that you get in Profondo as well, which actually I quite enjoy, and it gives it that piercing quality, especially in the high heat. At the moment while I'm recording this, I went out today, not wearing this, the next one I'll tell you, but it is 50 degrees here, almost 50 degrees here in the UAE, in Dubai, and these two scents, this and the one next, just has this really piercing quality to it that helps it sort of perform in this heat. If you find Profondo too generic but smells good but too expensive, try this one instead. Number 2, Arabiyat Rais Luxury Edition. Now while Rais, the blue one, is like Profondo, this one, the black one or the luxury edition, is like, you guessed it right, this one is like Acqua di Gio Profumo. Again, 180 ml bottle, polished paint on it, great design, heavy bottle, 120 dirhams for this, roughly $32 like I said before. And once again, with a bit of a twist compared to Profumo. If you're interested, I'll do a video on the blue one and this one and compare the two to Profondo and Profumo. For now, I'll tell you this, it's a very good take. Nothing cheap about it. It's well-rounded, performs really well, especially this one. I get 7 to 8 hours with this one, and around 6 hours with the blue one. The blue one is, like I said, piercing, has this great projection in the start, and then it sort of dies off, but that's what I want in the heat when I'm going out and it's like 50 degrees outside. This one doesn't project as much as that at the start, but lasts longer, has a better sillage. To be honest, I also prefer this one to Lattafa's Sukrat and Ard Al Zafran's Jazab Silver. Number 3, Khadlaj Shiyaka and Amwaj Reflection dupe. This one, I'm not a big fan of the opening of this. It's a little too sharp for me, but once it settles, it does smell quite good and pretty close actually to Reflection Man. The main difference to my nose comes in the floral notes, while there's more prominent neroli, very rich feeling neroli in Amwaj Reflection. This one has more of that yellow floral feel, most probably from Ylang Ylang, which is not mentioned as a note either in this one or, if I'm not mistaken, in Arabica Reflection as well. Of course, you can't compare the two side by side. It's going to be silly to say they're almost the same thing, because Amwaj is Amwaj after all. But if you're on a budget and you're looking for something for summer with a similar DNA like a Reflection Man, like Lamel, then definitely this one at the price is a very, very sensible pick. Number 4, Arabica Prestige Hamdan the Hero. I first thought that this was a fusion of 2 scents. First, Isi Miyaki Lord Isi por Om, and second, Dear Om Sport. 2 scents that I've destroyed so many bottles of. Just the way you are going to destroy that like button, right? But I was wrong. Well, not entirely, because last week while I was traveling, I tried something that smells exactly like this. So now I know what this is a dupe of. That scent is Isi Miyaki Lodesi por Om Vetiver. Yeah, the new 2023 flanker that just came and for some reason is already discontinued apparently. Can't find it. I found it in duty free and they're really pushing it. They had like 50% off on it. And if you check Fragrantica, then people have mentioned that the vetiver flanker actually smells like the old original Lode Isi and the Arom Spot. So I wasn't really far off, was I? Again, 120 dirhams for this one. Nice beautiful bottle you get at that price. This cap is not really light and cheap. That's heavy. That's a heavy cap. Roughly $32 you get it for here. Nice ginger, vetiver, pencil shaving like cedar if you're into that. It's fresh. It's just performs in the heat. I'm going to be wearing this one a lot. Number 5, Armaf or Fresh. Armaf's take on Versace's Mano Fresh. Not the longest lasting fragrance and a little synthetic. When it starts off, it's also less grassy compared to Mano Fresh. But now with the prices dropping, I remember picking this up for 120 dirhams. Prices were up like $35-40 for this. Now with the prices gone down, I can find this for around 70 dirhams here. So if you're in the UAE, find it for 70 dirhams. If you can find it for less than $25, which I have seen on a couple of sites, then this is definitely worth checking out. We're halfway through. I'll take a couple of seconds to thank our sponsor of the video today, Easter Miller Dias, voted best wife by UNESCO for 6 years in a row now. Number 6, Alvania Lazuli. A soapier take on Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino. If you're looking for that Neroli Portofino DNA, there are so many scents that you can choose from, especially designer scents. From the Middle Eastern ones, my absolute favorite that crushes Neroli Portofino when it comes to the performance, first of all. Even though it is a more expensive scent, almost as much as the 100 ml I'm talking about is equivalent to the 30 ml of the Tom Ford. But again, absolutely worth it because it performs like crazy. It doesn't smell cheap like some of the Neroli Portofino alternatives or scents that smell similar smell. It just smells classy. I'm talking about Haramain's Portfolio Neroli Canvas. What a beast of a scent. Beautiful scent profile. I like it much better than the Tom Ford. But again, that scent is like 555 dirhams. Absolutely worth it though. If you're looking for something on a budget, definitely this is something worth checking out. It's called Alvania Lazuli. Performance of this one is much better than Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino, although not that much, so don't expect this to be like beast mode or anything like that, but it performs better than the original. Now where it wins and why it's on the list is because of the price. Again, this one is priced beautifully, around the same price as Alhambra's Porto Neroli. Similar pricing. This one looks better, comes in better packaging, the bottle looks much better, it performs much better, and I would also say that quality wise this is a notch above Alhambra. So at the same price I would rather pick this one. Number 7, Gradeur Elite Soaked Sun Exclusive. An afternoon swim alternative. This one, great scent profile. Although pretty linear, it's refreshing, it's sparkling. You can almost taste the orange in the opening of this one. It's like someone's peeling an orange in the room around you. Projection is actually surprisingly good with this one for the kind of scent profile that it is. Projects well in the first 1 or 2 hours, but longevity isn't that much. It has, I'd say, around 4.5 hours of longevity, 5 hours maybe. But at the price, it won't hurt you to respray this. So I would carry it with me, or carry a decant of it with me, spray it in the morning, somewhere midday, spray it again. It's not gonna hurt you. Number 8, MPF Artistry. This is an LV Imagination Alt by My Perfumes Dubai. Now I have Zara's Sunrise on the Red Sand Dunes, which is kind of like Imagination but just doesn't perform. You've also probably seen my video on Paris Corner North Stag Throw. That one does a decent job in matching the scent profile and performs decently. This one performs better, much better than the Zara, and when it comes to the scent profile, it is a better match than the Paris Corner. So performs as much as the Paris Corner if you're interested, but in terms of scent profile, this one is a better match. Number 9, Lattafa Al Noble Safir. This is an Oud for Happiness alt that I picked, which you won't be able to tell by looking at the bottle in terms of how detailed it is. I've picked this for around $10 to $12 when it launched. Outside the UAE, you can get this for around $20 quite easily. I will say this, that when it does start off in the opening, it is super synthetic. I won't deny that. Like this lemon ginger gin cocktail. It's also got so much green happening in the opening, but the green isn't like grassy green, it's more like food green. I don't know how to explain that. So think of mint leaves, think of coriander, think of cumin, just Indian spices, Indian fresh herbs. It's got that kind of vibe in the opening as well. But once it dries down, it's actually quite a lot of fun to wear. Gets a little sweeter than Oud for Happiness. It has this almost zerja of lira-like feel to it. So starts off green, fresh, followed by the sweetness. Performance is decent, nothing really to talk about there. But considering the price, like I said, available for less than $20, I picked it for around $10. For that price, really you can ignore the couple of flaws that it has. Number 10, Ahmed Al Maghrebi's Oud Lavender. There is no oud in this, there is no lavender in this. This is a straight up Xerjoff Accento clone. And while it is extremely close to the original, why it actually made the list is because of the performance that I get with this one. Lasts easily 10 hours on my skin, projects and leaves quite the scent trail behind this one. The hotter it gets outside, the more this one performs. Slightly more expensive compared to the others in the list, and by that I just mean like $5 or $10 more. This is around that $40 mark, 40, 45 maybe, but honestly, great performance on this one. And just like that, we're at the end of the video. Tell me how you liked it. Tell me your suggestions for summer affordable stuff from Dubai. If you like this video, do consider liking, sharing, and subscribing, and also hitting that bell icon. And until next time, keep smelling amazing. Hey, you stuck to the end. YouTube thinks you'll love this video, so click and continue watching if you haven't done it yet.